Hello and welcome to League One Game Week 11 predictions. If you do like the League One predictions, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff and let me know let me know your predictions down in the comments down below as well. And let's just dive straight into my Game Week 11 League One predictions. And we start off with Rotherham United taking on Bradford City, which is actually tomorrow night live on Sky. Rotherham will be looking to bounce back from their 3 defeats in a row, losing away at Wimbledon, Stockport, and home to Stockport, and then away at Mansfield. Bradford did beat Blackpool at the weekend. They did lose 4-1 to Newcastle in the cup, but they're not really going to. That isn't going to define their season. Beating Cardiff and Huddersfield in there is very good for Bradford City. They don't have the best record against Rotherham in recent times at the New York Stadium. Rotherham have beat them on a few occasions, but this is different. This is a different Bradford City under Graham Alexander, and a lot better one. Who is going to win this? I don't know. Matt Hamshaw, Rotherham be looking to do a bit better, you would imagine. This season, 43 years of age, is Matt Hamshaw. I doubt. Rotherham are currently 23rd in the table. I'm going to back Bradford City in this one, top of the table. At the moment, I'm going to back them to continue that charge by 2-1 away from home. Get another win over Rotherham United in this one. And Bradford City continuing their great start so far this season. So Bradford to win this by 3-1 over Rotherham. Into the two half-12 kickoffs then, and the first one is Doncaster Rovers taking on Burton Albion. Doncaster lost 4 on the bounce, including that Carabao Cup defeat to Spurs. Start to fall off a little bit under Grant McCann, down to 10th in the table now, but they do take on a Burton side that are 22nd, are doing absolutely terribly. Although they did get a nice win away at Cardiff at the weekend by 1-0. Last night in the league, sorry. Bit of a mixed kind of game, this one. Doncaster usually do okay against Burton. Burton have kind of turned up in recent weeks. Not recent weeks. They've got a point away at Huddersfield. It's their home form that really lacks quality for them. I'm going to back Doncaster Rovers just because I think Doncaster have a pretty good home record against Burton Albion of recent times. So back in Doncaster Rovers to win this by 2-0 over Burton Albion in this one. And Doncaster to win this over Burton by 2-0 in this one. Wycombe take on Barnsley then in the other half-12 kickoff on the 4th of October. Wycombe will be looking to win this as they have lost last week. Michael Duff kind of trying to get a few results out of the bag, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. Barnsley did lose to Notts County, what was a bit of a disappointing defeat last time out in the EFL Trophy, of course. 2-1 win for Wycombe over Barnsley. Last time they did meet on the 28th of January, and then was a 2-2 draw back on the 1st of October. Wycombe have won this last season. It was Barnsley before that, and Barnsley pretty much every time before that, apart from 2018, where Wycombe won. 9th versus 20th, Michael Duff. Barnsley has started to fall off a little bit. I'm going to back a draw in this one. I'm going to back a 1-1 draw between these two sides. I think it'd be a bit tighter than people expect. And I am going to back a 1-1 draw between Wycombe and Barnsley in this one. Blackpool take on Wimbledon in the first of the 3 o'clockers of the weekend, or the first one alphabetically anyway. Wimbledon on absolutely flying form at the moment, won 4 out of their last 5 matches, or 4 on the bounce, you could say. Blackpool losing to Bradford at the weekend, drawing at home to Luton last night. I forgot those games were on, to be honest. I was too focused on the Championship and Birmingham being shit. 1-0 win for Wimbledon at home to Blackpool. Last time these sides met, it was a 1-1 draw back at Bloomfield Road. Blackpool are 21st. Wimbledon are 6th in the table at the moment. I am going to back Blackpool in this one. Might be a bit of a surprise to you, but I am going to back the home side of Steve Bruce by 1-0 in this one. I am backing Blackpool to win this. I think it'll be a scrappy kind of game, this one. So backing Blackpool to beat Wimbledon by 1-0 in this one. And Blackpool to win this over Wimbledon at Bloomfield Road. Bolton take on Peterborough now then at the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. Bolton will be looking to bounce back from the weekend's action after losing 2-0 away at Northampton. Peterborough will be looking to do the same 3-0 loss at home to Lincoln City, although they did beat Aston Villa's Academy in the EFL Trophy by 4-2. Bolton's last win did come at home by 4-1 over Wigan Athletic. I think Bolton's home form is going to be key if they do want to get in the playoffs this season. They can get a few away wins here and there if they do want to get in the playoffs, but it will be quite difficult. Last time they said players 1-1 draw back in April on 26th of April, and then they did play each other on the 26th of October. Coincidentally, on Bolton won that by 1-0 at home. Both sides aren't doing great. Bolton are 11th, winning your home games. 24th are Peterborough. And bottom, I am going to back Bolton Wanderers in this one. I'm going for a 2-0 home victory for Bolton in this one over Peterborough United. And get over the line for Stephen Schumacher's side in this one. So Bolton to win by 2-0. Cardiff Leyton Orient now then. Cardiff will be looking to win this 1-0 loss to Burton last time out in the league last night. That wasn't a great result, and it leaves Bradford City top as well. Leyton Orient did lose at home to Stevenage and Reading in there as well. 2-0 win for Cardiff over Wigan at the weekend. Very good win for them, but then disappointed loss away or at home to Burton, despite dominating most of that game. They also beat Burnley in the Cup, so that will give confidence to Cardiff a little bit, you could say. This is the first time these sides have actually played in a head-to-head match. Absolutely mental, since like 2000, unless we know something, I know something, or you know something that I don't. Cardiff at home, I think we'll get over the line in this one. I'm going to back Cardiff City to win this at home. I don't think Leyton Orient have been quite as good this year as they were last. I'm going to back Cardiff City to win this by 2-1 at home over Leyton Orient in this one. And Richie Wellens side facing another defeat. He might start to be under a bit of pressure at the moment. But back Cardiff City to win this by 2-1. Huddersfield take on Stockport County at the Acu Stadium in Huddersfield. Last time these sides played, we'll just jump straight into the head-to-heads, was a 2-1 home win for Stockport County, but then back on Boxing Day in 2024 was a 1-0 home win for Huddersfield Town in that one over Dave Challoner's Stockport. 5th place for Huddersfield at the moment, 8th place for Stockport. Harrogate did beat Huddersfield last time they did play. Harrogate did beat Huddersfield. That was last night. This is form. Stockport won, Reading won was the last game Stockport played, and was a 1-0 away win before that over Rotherham. For Stockport, and Huddersfield was 1-0 win over Exeter. So very similar results last few results for these sides combined. What do I back in this one as a prediction though? I'm actually going to back a 2-2 draw in this one. I think this will be quite the game. I think it will be a bit of a goal fest. 2-2 draw between Huddersfield and Stockport in this one. And I think this could be a good game. Could be a goal fest, and that is why I'm backing a 2-2 draw at Desmond in this one between Huddersfield and Stockport. Lincoln take on Exeter now at the LNER Stadium. Lincoln did beat Manchester United's Academy 3-0 last night. Exeter have been on a horrible run, losing 5 of their last 5 matches. Lincoln winning 4 out of their last 5, did lose to Chelsea's the only defeat. In the last time these sides did play was a 0-0 draw both times last season. It's been quite a cagey encounter on the last few occasions before that as well, so we should be in for an absolute goal fest. Great. Lincoln in 3rd at the moment. Exeter all the way down in 18th. They might be just flirting around with relegation again. I do think Exeter will have to get rid of Gary Goodwell if they are to probably propel up the season table. Very inconsistent are Exeter. I am going to back Lincoln City then in this one. I'm going to back them by 1-0 just due to this fixture not having enough goals in the past. So back in Lincoln City to beat Exeter City by 1-0 in this one. So Lincoln to win by 1-0. Plymouth versus Wigan now then at Home Park. Plymouth did win this. Plymouth did win at the weekend by 4-0 over Burton. Wigan did have 3 losses on the trot to Bolton, Wickham and Cardiff. Not been good for Ryan Lowe recently for Wigan Athletic. This one should be a difficult game for Plymouth, you would imagine, or Wigan in general, just going to home park can be a bit of a tough place to go, but this season it's been the opposite of that. Wigan did beat Plymouth by 2-1. Last time they just played back in 2021, so not recently. 1-1 draw back in April 2022 in League One. Wigan have had a great head-to-head. Plymouth have never won this fixture in, I don't know, a long time. Over 20 years we're talking. Yeah, this one, it's just really tight to back because Wigan have a good head-to-head record. Plymouth starting to come of age now under Tom Cleverley. I'm gonna back Plymouth in this one. I think Wigan are just really struggling at the moment. I'm backing Plymouth to win by 2-1 over Wigan. In this one, I do think Tom Cleverley is finally finding his feet at Plymouth, and that is why I'm backing them to win over Wigan in this one by 2-1. Port Vale take on Northampton then now at Vale Park. Port Vale getting a very good away win over Barnsley last time out. Northampton beating Bolton by 2-0 in there as well. 3-0 win over Chelsea as well for Northampton. 2-0 loss for Port Vale against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. They did beat Mansfield and Exeter, so they are actually on a 3-game winning streak in the league. Last time they played was a 1-0 home win for Port Vale over Northampton. Northampton did beat Port Vale back in April 2024. Yeah, interesting game. This one, Port Vale on decent form. Northampton in 13th, doing okay under Kevin Nolan as well. I think it's probably safe and it's probably right to back a draw for this one. I'm going to back a 1-1 draw between Port Vale and Northampton in this one. Quite tight, I think this game will be. And yeah, that's why I'm backing a 1-1 draw between Port Vale and Northampton. Reading versus Mansfield now then. Reading will be a bit kind of full of confidence. Actually, they did beat West Ham's Academy in the EFL Trophy last night, but they did draw 2 Stockport at the weekend, which is an okay result as well. Not bad place to go and get a point is Edgeley Park. Mansfield did beat Rotherham in there as well at the weekend. Both sides winning their last match, despite Reading winning in the Virtue Trophy, the plastic trophy. 5-1 for Reading last time out against Mansfield, and before that was a 2-1 home win for Reading over Mansfield and Nigel Clough. Mansfield doing okay, probably the best where Nigel Clough can get them is 12th in League One with the capabilities of that squad and the financial board thing links to, I guess. Yeah, he's doing a good job, is Nigel Clough, getting the best out of his side at the moment. Reading down in 19th, kind of underperforming. People thought they'd be up around the playoffs this season after what was going on with the ownership, trying to get new owners in and all of that stuff, but it's been far from the opposite for Reading. I am going to back them to win this one though and go for a nice 1-0 home Reading win in this one over Mansfield's Nigel Clough's Mansfield in this one. I'm going to back Reading to win this by a 0 over Mansfield here. Final game is Stevenage taking on Luton. Then Luton drawing away at Blackpool in League One last night. 3-2 win for Stevenage over Leyton Orient last time. They did beat Exeter City as well in there recently. They're in a brilliant form, our Stevenage at the moment. Currently sits second in the League One table. Luton are currently sat in 7th, mind you. 1-1 draw against Luton. Last time they played back in 2018 was 2021. Stevenage won on penalties. Yeah, this one's a tough one to call. Stevenage are on form. Luton are kind of just inconsistent under Matt Bloomfield, kind of where they were in the Championship last season as well. Going to back Stevenage, though, in this one for a nice 2-1 home win over Luton Town in this one and take it to the house. So you're back in Stevenage to win by 2-1 over Luton in this one. Thank you very much for watching my Gameweek 11 League One predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll speak to you on the next one, which will be Championship predictions after tonight's games. Yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all of that good stuff.